Really, is, like I said, it's very essential because if it's not documented, it never happened. Once again, make some noise for the people's media. Make some noise for the people's media. Make some noise for yourself. Come on. Yeah. First day of the resistance against hip hop versus Arpaio. All right, so we're gonna go to drums. You guys get all together so we can do a very similar beat, so we can get a cipher going. What a cipher is, if you guys know what it is a circle of energy of music, spoken word. So I encourage every one of you guys, if you guys can sing, if you guys can do some spoken word, whether it's freestyle, whether it's, you know what I'm saying, from your heart, whether it's written, please do participate, because this is what hip hop's about. Yes, Jackie. Get ready to pass you guys a mic when we start doing this, alright? Jackie. Yo, The truth I defend, with fake I never would blend. If you're not riding with us, homie, you must be within. I cock it and send, I'm marking shit I never would bend. When violence intense, they try to make it sure when we never descend. They calling me crazy, but I'm just thinking ahead. Through the digital TV, homie, they feeding your mans, making you stupid. You might as well eat dinner with land, they wanna get in my head. But it's locked like dreads, it's time for a change. But yo, it's time for a change. Set the goals in our range, no more thinking the range. I'm tired of our people being put on the shooting range. Vietnam vets on the corner begging for change. It's time for civil defense, and I make it intense. Vpro is killing ignorance, at any expense. How do we trust Big Brother when he loves to pretend? My people are starving ambition, so they jumping the fence.
What's good, everybody? I go on the Bronx Kennedy. One half of the Science Hill crew. Second. Yo, fuck. Hey, yo, click, clap. Where your papers at? We under attack. Fight back. It's war. Flip flat. I don't know what's worse. Green goals constructing another green zone, or Republican Latinos. The persecution is threefold. We broke. Brown is the pigment, and they assume that we speak I know English. We all heathens in the eyes of the state. Yeah, they're raising the stakes, locking it down from TJ all the way down my Matamoros up to Brownsville, back to San Diego. Lay low. I said they out to get to enforcing arbitrary lines of vigilante militias. White supremacists come in many facets. Most of these bastards uphold the law and wear badges. Click, clack, hit, point blank blasting. They kill it in cold blood with impunity, no judge. Fuck that, we will not budge. They push, we push back. Watch these tables turn and witness the blowback. Click, clack, where your papers at? We taking the power back. It's war.
Where your papers at? We under attack. Fight back. It's war. Up in the city, y'all know the deal. But back on my reservation, it's been the ordeal. Red light, blue light, keep still. Checking for ID, you get the ideal. Who your family be? Where your papers at? Don't it sound like a truck and screw track? Feds on my back taking photos. Border patrol, equals will stop. Oh, they out to get ya. I'm just minding my biz. I must have tripping like a Lambie his pop quiz. How did we let it get this far? Spy drones got me on radar. Star Trek flights at night, minus Picard. I'm up in my backyard. Fuck the National Guard, yo, and the front. Yo, we under attack. Time to do it like me and my truth and fight back. Yeah, it's like that. Click, clack. Where your papers at? We under attack. Fight back. It's war. Make some noise for yourself.
Make some noise for the drummers. Yo, I got a little question. I'm wondering, why can't these occupied lands fall in the right hands for once? We got eyes to solve the crime, but the damage is done. Somehow we give a fuck, but still get taken advantage of. A handful of plush mansions, an abundance of famished slums, and still they think it's random, unplanned. Paying the king's ransom on the one hand, but hesitating to stand up and defend our great-grandmother. What's the plan? Will capitalism be smashed to bits and banished from existence before it's finished slashing the planet's wrists? The fate of humanity is in the hands of the faithful. Fighting back is vital, waiting will be fatal. Life is sacred, the price we're paying is painful. Society that raised us is like an insane cult. We lie to ourselves with the proof right there in plain view. I ain't
trying to convince you of the conclusions I came to just stating the facts. Innocent blood stains every nation on the map, and it can be traced back to the same type of racist, fascist, hateful bastards, raping the land faster than you can say disaster. These modern day slave masters got us chasing their people, wasting our labor, only making them fatter. Trying to play it safe but can't escape this hazard. We need to take action, save the chatter.
Just about expressing yourself through words, you know what I mean? But it also has to do with the rhythm, and obviously of the drums, the rhythm of the soul. And one important element is dance as well. So may you please give a round of applause for Elizabeth. She will do a little dance for us. If you're feeling the energy of the drum, go ahead, please feel free to come into the over and dance?
Yes.
Kids.
Michael. We get a dance night.
Don't be shy. We all want family, some spoken words. Please do, please do.
From Australia. It is the oldest wind instrument on the planet. Aborigines say that this is the sound that the earth makes. We'll do a little test. We'll pull it back because it's probably going to be back to start. We'll start far and you bring it in. Oh, sorry.
Appreciate it.
Google.
Any art form? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Google groaning earth. Remarkably similar.
Where's the sister that wanted to speak? All right, please. We do encourage. Like I said, this is a community event. Please feel free to come up and speak your words.
All right, just make sure my voice carries. The song I'm about to sing, I actually wrote when I was 16 and I read about Nelson Mandela for the first time. And, you know, the struggle paralleled the African American struggle so much. And I didn't realize that in other countries, you know, there's still struggle. And even in this country, there's still struggle. So unfortunately, this song still speaks to me. Hopefully I can sing it right now. Yeah, I wanna be free, yeah, free, yeah, I wanna be free, free like the birds in the trees, free like the clouds in the skies, free like the fishes in the sea. Tell me why can't I be free, yeah, be free, yeah, I wanna be free. It's kind of like, doesn't have like a beat, so sorry. Brothers in South about. Take a look at me, y'all. I wanna be free, yeah. Free, yeah. I wanna be free.
Thank you. Let me speak on this real quick. Actually, I was just looking around, and I want you guys to look up. I want you guys to look up and look at all these corporations: AT&T, Wells Fargo, Chase. At one point, I grew up. I'm not sure if you guys are native here to Phoenix. I grew up in Villa Projects on 20th Street in Roosevelt. And I remember as a kid, I would look at downtown, and I'm like, man, that's the moneymaker. You know, at one point, I wanted to get downtown, like, you know, the job of downtown tattooed on my back. And now I think back and I'm like, I was really gonna put that on my body, you know what I'm saying? And represent these corporations that don't give a damn about me, you know what I'm saying? And you know, and coming from that type of background, you know, we grew up in this type of background. We look at the media, we look at the videos, we look at these big corporations. We walk our neighborhoods. The first thing we do is look at liquor stores. We look at McDonald's. We look at Burger Kings. But then you go to the upper class neighborhoods. You don't see liquor stores on every corner. Do we see them?
No.
No. You don't go and you see McDonald's like, you know, every 2 blocks. Do we see them?
Nope.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, when it comes down to it, we speak about revolution, and revolution really has to start at home. You know, the way we eat, the way we think, you know, the actions that we're constantly doing when we wake up, the music we listen to, the thoughts that come into our mind. You know, that's all things we have to start looking into. I want you guys to sit there and look at each other. Look to your neighbor. Look to your neighbor. Look at me. Look at yourselves. Look at the clothes you're wearing. Look at your clothes you're wearing. Now I want you guys to think about what hip-hop is supposedly on TV. The thing that these artists are wearing, you know, these name brands. Do they give a damn about us? No, they don't. They really care really about our money. You know, there's a lot of individuals in the rap game and in music in general that look like us, that speak like us. You know, and we look at them and like, okay, that person speaks like me, he looks like me, she looks like me, and you know, we think that they're us, but they're no longer with us. You know, it's unfortunate. There's a lot of people who started getting into politics on a grassroots level, and it's a beautiful thing because they want to help the community. But unfortunately, the beast is so strong that once they get into those type of, you know, those titles, the beast, you know, turns them into them. You know what I mean? Because they have a family and things of the nature coming through. Anyways, anyone else would like to speak? Do some spoken poetry, some beatboxing maybe? Yes sir, come on up.
Before I get started, I just want to say that thank you for everybody coming out. And just to let everybody know, in Guadalupe, this Sunday we're going to have a Lord of the Car Show, 12 p.m. to 6:30 on Guadalupe Road, Navigate Yaqui, which is Priest Drive. I'm going to carry this on to Guadalupe. This is going to be not a 2-day, but a 3-day event. So in Guadalupe, you can help us just by watching, you know, watch the free MCs rapping on stage, watch the car show, and watch everything else. I'm going to do a beatbox just to carry this on.
Hip-hop, y'all say won't stop. Hip-hop, won't stop. Hip-hop, won't stop. When I say hip-hop, y'all say won't stop. Hip-hop, won't stop. Hip-hop, won't stop. Keep it going, brother. Come on, keep the beat. Yeah, here we go now. Here we go now. Check it.
Kick it free, not simply. Hopefully the things I say won't get these police on me. Cause you know it's kind of dangerous when I just speak my mind and say what is on it. But you know I'm on this. Hip hop is Arpaio. To me it means we gotta go the extra mile. It's a little too fast for me to kick massive free, but you know I just come back and we all unite. all day, all night. Make some noise for the people I can do on the left, not the right.
All right.
See where you're at, y'all. If you're down with that MTP, say fuck the police. Fuck the police. And if you're down with that POP, say people are a profit. And if you're down with that MTP, say fuck the police. Fuck the police. And if you're down with that POP, say people are a profit. Yo, freestyle first top of the dome, but yo, as you can tell, yo, I'm the only T.O. They the person in the circle. It's occupied land, but yo, I'm coming over here, the original red band, but yo, gotta flip it like that. All black, but yo, it's not my fault, yo, happen to be cool like that. Yeah, I'm the MC, hey, can't the flash, got me right here on the streets, so I'm taking the gas with the cops over there, trying to take our people to jail and deport us. Fuck that, yo, I'll be reporting back in here, and that's where they go. I'm just flipping it like this, yo, I-N-T-O, I can do that. This is where I'm at, B. That's not my fault, man. Some of these cops be all trying to shock these MCs because they got a voice. Yo, it's not my fault. We're not blazing up a joint. Nah, it's all positivity. We make a cool space. As you can tell, we got a diverse space of people here. We got to do it like that. I don't know. We people.
Let's go ahead and get this dialogue started. And I do mean dialogue. There's a difference between dialogue and discussion. Can you guys give me an example where the discussion is? One way, right? It's like, you give me an example of a discussion. I don't like your shoes and this is why. That's a discussion, you know? I'm just gonna give you my opinion, but not let you open up for your opinion. A dialogue is a community effort. Everyone speaks, everyone shares their ideas. So I'm gonna say it. Why don't we like Arpaio?
Bad person.
Bad person, okay. Anyone want to elaborate a little bit on your feelings of Arpaio? Maybe some facts about him?
He misused over $100 million.
He misused over, how much?
Over $100 million.
Beautiful.
He failed to investigate crimes against our children.
He failed to, can you say that louder?
He failed to investigate sex crimes against our children.
Okay. Anyone else? Build this whole entire prison state, okay?
Yeah. He has a concentration camp known as Tent City.
He has a concentration camp known as Tent City?
He's costing the city and the state millions of dollars for paying for his lawsuits.
Yes. Yes. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. All right, the sheriff, he serves who? The Maricopa County, supposedly, right? Why is this dude all up in the whole Obama birth certificate thing, right? And again, I'm not Republican or Democrat.
Because
I'm not
Obama's
backing him up. But in my opinion,
and that's a good thing.
we know that the feds are after him right now, right?
That's good.
So he needs the power of his people to give him more power. So I feel that he wants to give out an illusion, a facade, and attack something so people can jump on board with that and forget about all the crimes that he's committed.
That's right.
That's just my opinion. Do you guys agree with me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, let's give out some more strong opinions out.
What if it's a fact?
If it's a fact, could be. Could be. Let's make some noise because Andrew Thomas is out. You know, if he's out, you know what I mean? Joe Arpaio and him were little buddies and stuff. You know what I mean? And there's a saying is, you know, you are who you hang out with. So you know that there is things going down behind closed doors. And I feel that if Andrew Thomas is out, that Arpaio should be out. Let's make some noise because Russell Pierce got recalled by the people. And this fool is going to run out for re-election again. Mesa, who's from Mesa? Mesa, are y'all going to let him get back in? I hope not.
Heck no!
Hell, I hope not. Young man, come here real quick. Come here. Right. How old are you?
10.
10. In 8 years, you're eligible to vote.
Yeah.
Is voting important?
Yes.
Why is it important?
because it helps either if it's for the president, it helps your whole entire country, America, or if it's for your state and the government, then it helps whether or not if it's a good government or state, or either if it's not.
Okay, all right. I can dig that. What else is important? Give them a round of applause. What else is important in our communities to do? Franco. What else is important, brother?
Wow. Branching out the voting aspect, that's one strategy, right? Another is organizing individually on a grassroots level. Just people power, right? And not institutionalized power, because you know what that's about, right? It's all about, self-interested politicians. So another strategy just like this, doing grassroots organizing around hip-hop, music, and things like that. So, and why Arpaio is our enemy? Because he's a cop, he's a pig, and he's an enemy to the working class and people of color. So, and he represents, the upper echelon of individuals that, maintain the inequities in society. So that's what I think of Arpaio.
Kind of going back to revolution starts at home. I want you guys to look this way. This beautiful family right here. Didn't I say revolution starts at home? True. Go ahead and kick some knowledge on that, brother. About family.
Well, I would just say, if you want some change done, man, you can't expect your enemy to handle that for you. My main problem with, it's good to have events like this and everything. We get around each other and we start feeling good, and then we go back home, and then the work stops. Instead of, ethnic studies being taken out of the high schools, somebody needs to pick up the slack. So we can't expect the schools to be teaching our kids what they need to be taught. Even Tim Wise, a white individual at ASU, was speaking about this recently when he spoke up there. But Puente knows what time it is. They have, Rasa studies there. They got studies up there. And you can open up your own ethnic studies classes at community centers. You can homeschool. Your kids don't have to go to their schools.
I would suggest homeschool.
Yeah, my kids are homeschooled. You know what I'm saying? And that's the main thing, man. Like we say the attack is against Arpaio, but then what happens when somebody else is in there and the policies haven't changed? It's bigger than the name. You know what I'm saying? Like who's the sheriff in Pinal County? What's his name? He's worse than Arpaio. He's deported how many people compared to Arpaio? You know what I'm saying? So, the focus has to be more than Arpaio. It has to be
policy change.
Indeed, and we can't expect. If you study the Black Panthers, the Young Lords, people who did for self, did for the people, they don't want y'all doing that. They don't want y'all doing that. And they were doing things that the government and the authorities would not do for them. So to complain and try to demand certain things from people who have no conscience, like my man was saying in the Black Power mixtape. I don't know how many people seen that. You know what I'm saying? He was talking about how MLK's whole agenda was kind of flawed because he expected certain people in positions to have a conscience. But
they don't.
I would just say to end with this, that I would just say, instead of constantly pointing the finger at certain people, you need to look in the mirror and decide what you're going to do to change things. You understand what I'm saying? Because if we can do marches and we can keep doing this for years, and things won't change if certain people are in office who don't care about you. So if you truly care about the people and you care about your communities, try to start some classes outside of the schools. That's more than just the people in your home. Get the community together. Start some classes, some ethnic studies classes at a community center, at a church, something. You know what I'm saying? Get involved with organizations that are already doing things like this. Let's stop pointing the finger and let's start doing the work. Don't expect somebody else to do the work for you. That's my main thing.
Yeah, definitely everybody here. The energy it's dope to like see communities come together for music, for hip hop. I mean, myself, as a Don Autumn, I don't know if y'all know whose land that you're on. This is occupied Autumn territory from the Red Mountain by Scottsdale all the way to Hermosillo. And to talk about these issues, you know, we need to have a space where indigenous people are not just recognized but respected. Because Sheriff Joe, we've been seeing Sheriff Joe for 520 odd years now. You know, he's a symptom. He's a symptom of a bigger problem called capitalism and imperialism. You know, that's why we have patriarchy in our communities, with, you know, women being put down and, you know, queer folks, you know, being discriminated and so forth. That's why we have obviously racism for the past 400 years in this country, and capitalism, why we have people being exploited for cheap labor like NAFTA and globalization. So like, these are big terms and they're global, but here in our communities, like, we see it every day for Sheriff Joe. We see it through this militarization of the hood. And where I come from, my land is my people's land is divided by a border, literally. Like, everybody says the border crossed us. I mean, it did, but literally there's villages. I have family that's separated by an arbitrary line that's no bigger than a little pole. Someone saying this is Mexico and US. This is Autumn land. And the thing is, like, no one's able to hear our concerns at times. And that's why myself as an MC, I use my voice to get that message out. You know, for this media, like was mentioned earlier, that power for music and offer hip hop. Because I have to walk in two worlds. In a traditional world, where that knowledge comes from, like was mentioned, you know, don't rely on the state to teach us, to have our kids be grown up through their program. Like, we have to have that own empowerment. And these, myself, I can look back to my elders, but I've lived in Phoenix majority of my life, but hip hop's always been here. From Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5 to like old school, like this Run DMC, Eric B and Rakim, KRS-One. Like, that's why I'm here today with y'all in the space. But the flip side, you know, last 4 days ago, I was literally on the border showing another music group from New York my territories and letting them know our struggles, because you don't hear about us, because Native people are not sexy in the media. You don't hear about us at all. You know, it's just like, oh, Indians are dead. It's like, no, we're still here, let alone in this state. We have like the biggest population in the whole so-called United States. So we need to recognize that in order to move forward. And it's good that for hip hop, we got brown, black, red, yellow, purple, everybody here, because that's what it's all about. So we can move forward in the future to create healthy communities and not push for ideas that were gonna, you know, divide us, because that's what they do, you know, for money and everything else. So I say that.
Support independent media.
Yes. And local artists.
Local artists.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I just wanted to first and foremost just thank everybody for coming out. You know, in a perfect world, there'd be masses out here, you know? And that's the same thing for everything. Just everything we do, whether it's just, you know, like the brother over here said, like whether it's like, you know, a documentary night, an educational night, or even an action like this, like, you know, but it's little by little. It's just like the little, like what I learned last year is trabajo de asquel, like the job of a little ant. It's like little by little we're doing our work, and like for me, I was just like, these guys, I don't know how many times I played the AZ Artistic Reason mixtape, and like with Alex and folks, like he just like gave me a CD one day, and I listened to it, and I learned way more about like the issues going on in the res than anybody would have like ever sat me down and done, you know, like these folks, yeah, exactly, the power of hip hop, like each and every one of these persons, like who write something, they're teaching you something. And like for me, if I was rich, I'd be sprinkling like CDs everywhere around the barrios, you know, because the kids, like I grew up in a neighborhood where there was drive-bys every weekend, and everybody was just blasting, you know, the wrong kind of music that glorified, you know, gangbangs and like, you know, messing with women, you know, and like y'all like bring another just aspect to it, and I just want to thank them for even just coming here, doing the work that they do, you know, and knowing that the work that they do ain't gonna, you know, buy them a limo, ain't gonna, you know, do all these things, but they're doing it because it's right, and then we're all doing whatever we're doing in our personal life because it's right. So I just want to thank you all for coming, thank them for doing what they're doing, and everybody just keep on doing what you're doing.
Thank you. I want to